When we think of WWE, what often comes to mind are raw power, thunderous slams, and heart-pounding matches. But behind those electrifying performances are superstars who shine not just through strength, but through sharp minds, strategic mastery, and lightning-fast thinking. These wrestlers don't just win with their fists, they win with intelligence, giving them an edge in one of the most competitive environments in sports entertainment. In today's video, Wrestling Sphere takes a closer look at the smartest WWE wrestlers in history, where brainpower is just as powerful as brute force. 1. Kane, Glenn Jacobs, from monster in the ring to real-life politician. When fans hear the name Kane, they immediately picture a masked monster emerging from blazing fire, striking fear into every opponent who dared to face him. But behind that fearsome exterior lies a remarkably intelligent man, Glenn Jacobs, who now serves as the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. Armed with a degree in English literature, Glenn is far more than a towering wrestler. He is a well-educated individual with sharp logical thinking. That foundation enabled him to thrive in the complex world of professional wrestling, a business that demands not only strength, but also intellect, communication skills, negotiation tactics, and compelling storytelling. Jacobs showcased a rare talent by fully embodying the character of Kane. From his early days as a silent, cold-blooded enigma to becoming an integral part of WWE's most emotionally gripping and sometimes tragic storylines, he proved himself to be a master of adaptation. His ability to evolve the character over time while keeping it fresh and captivating revealed a deep understanding of performance and audience psychology. When Glenn stepped away from the ring to enter the world of politics, it wasn't just a career switch, it was a transformation. He demonstrated adaptability, strategic thinking, and a keen grasp of public service. From running a campaign and reshaping his public image to effectively managing county operations, he proved he was never just a brawler. The career of Kane, Glenn Jacobs, is a testament to sharp intellect, long-term vision, and an admirable mastery of self-branding. Whether inside the squared circle or in the political arena, he consistently shows that intelligence doesn't only come from books, it shines through in how you evolve, grow, and seize the right opportunities. 2. David Otunga, the Harvard brain of WWE. In the world of WWE, where brute strength and flamboyant personas often take center stage, David Otunga stood out not just for his sculpted physique or stoic charisma, but for a rarity in the wrestling business, elite intellect. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a Harvard-educated lawyer, a distinction few in the industry can claim. Before ever stepping into a wrestling ring, Otunga had already built an impressive academic resume. He graduated with honors in psychology from the University of Illinois, then went on to conquer one of the most prestigious institutions in the country, Harvard Law School. Even more remarkably, he landed a job at one of the top law firms in the nation, proving he had all the tools to succeed in a high-profile legal career far removed from the spotlight of WWE. When Otunga transitioned into professional wrestling, he brought with him a unique image, a sharp-minded intellectual in the body of a WWE superstar. He didn't just rely on brute force in the ring. He used his mind to read his opponents, understand audience psychology, and adjust his performance accordingly. His calm demeanor, polished presence, and composed style quickly made him a natural fit for commentary and analysis roles, where his sharp reasoning and articulate delivery truly shined. David Otunga is a prime example that success in WWE doesn't have to come solely from strength or charisma. Intelligence and savvy matter just as much. While his in-ring career wasn't as long as some of his peers, his refined image and standout intellect have earned him lasting respect. To this day, Otunga is recognized as one of the smartest minds to ever step foot in a WWE ring. 3. Xavier Woods, PhD holder, top-tier gamer, and master entertainer. In the world of WWE, where most superstars are remembered for their signature moves or explosive in-ring personas, Xavier Woods brings something refreshingly different to the table. He's not only an essential part of the wildly popular group The New Day, but also a true academic and a highly successful content creator outside the ring. What truly sets Xavier Woods apart is his seamless blend of scholarly intellect and entertainment prowess. He holds a PhD in educational psychology, a demanding field that requires deep critical thinking, analytical skills, and specialized knowledge. While many of his peers were consumed by grueling travel schedules and non-stop performances, Woods stayed committed to his studies, completing advanced academic programs with remarkable focus and determination. But Woods didn't stop at academic excellence. He also made a major impact in the digital media space. As the founder and host of the gaming-focused YouTube channel Up Up Down Down, he carved out a unique niche for himself in the gaming and wrestling communities alike. With creative content, a natural, charismatic hosting style, and undeniable charm, the channel quickly gained millions of views. It turned Woods into a familiar face not just to wrestling fans, but also to gamers around the world. Impressively, he leveraged his WWE platform to build a personal brand with strategic finesse. Xavier Woods proves that intelligence doesn't have to come in the form of a lecturing professor or a public speaker. In his case, it's the ability to balance performance art, academic achievement, and an acute awareness of modern media trends. He's a wrestler who can rock a microphone, steal the show, win championships, and defend a doctoral dissertation, all at once. That's not something just anyone can do, and Woods has done it brilliantly. 4. CM Punk, the cold mind behind razor-sharp words. CM Punk never needed flashy entrances or eye-catching gear to command attention. All it took was his voice. In a world where theatrics and physical dominance often steal the spotlight, Punk carved out his legacy through the sheer power of words. What truly set him apart in the wrestling industry wasn't his physique or win-loss record. It was his unmatched ability to manipulate language, dissect audience psychology, and build a character with surgical precision. That's where his intellect shined brightest. Punk didn't speak often, but when he did, every word counted. Each line he delivered felt intentional, heavy with meaning, and capable of stirring immediate, intense reactions. His promos weren't just promos. They were provocations, sharp and unpredictable, often walking the line between storyline and uncomfortable truth. He understood exactly what the crowd wanted to hear, what they feared, and sometimes, he told them what they needed to hear, whether they liked it or not. That brutal honesty made him irreplaceable. Outside the squared circle, CM Punk continued to showcase his analytical mind. As a UFC commentator, he broke down fights with clarity and depth, applying real martial arts knowledge to provide thoughtful, no-nonsense insights. He also wrote for sports publications, delivering clean, emotion-free analysis rooted in logic and experience. His sharp thinking wasn't just reserved for the mic, it lived in his writing as well. Punk's creativity extended beyond sports. He ventured into comic book writing, even working with Marvel, a feat that demands vivid imagination, cultural awareness, and the ability to tell compelling stories. And he did so with ease. Writing for iconic characters in pop culture requires more than just fandom. It requires brains. Punk brought both. CM Punk is a prime example of an independent thinker who refused to be boxed in. He didn't just control crowds with his voice. He made them think. He proved that intelligence doesn't need to shout to be heard. Sometimes, it just needs to cut deep and leave a mark. 5. Mick Foley, the creative mind behind 3 legendary personas. Mick Foley is living proof that intelligence doesn't always come wrapped in a polished appearance or smooth-talking charm. He never fit the mold of a typical WWE superstar, lacking the chiseled physique, the cool swagger, or the flashy image. But it was exactly this difference that became his greatest strength, turning him into one of the most unique minds in professional wrestling history. What makes Mick Foley remarkable isn't the number of titles he's won, but how he created and embodied 3 distinct personas. Mankind, the tormented, deranged loner, Cactus Jack, the wild, reckless brawler, and Dude Love, the groovy, light-hearted romantic. Each character had depth, personality, and a compelling backstory that resonated with fans in different ways. Few in WWE history have pulled off such a feat with the same nuance and effectiveness as Foley. His ability to switch between identities seamlessly without losing audience connection is a testament to his vivid imagination and masterful command of performance psychology. Foley's brilliance wasn't confined to the ring. He smartly leveraged his wrestling fame to carve out a successful career as a writer. From raw, heartfelt memoirs to fictional tales, his books have topped bestseller lists and captivated readers with their honesty, humor, and emotional insight. Even non-wrestling fans have found his storytelling appealing, proof that his talent for connecting through words goes far beyond the squared circle. In addition to writing, Foley has become a sought-after motivational speaker, regularly sharing his life experiences at events and programs across the country. He uses his personal journey, the triumphs and the trauma, to inspire and empower others. More than just a hardcore icon, Foley has turned pain into purpose and transformed his life lessons into wisdom worth spreading. Mick Foley stands as a rare kind of artist in the wrestling world, One whose intelligence isn't about big words or intellectual airs, but about connection, creativity, and leaving a lasting impact through the authenticity of his story. 6. Triple H. From The Game in the Ring to WWE's Master Strategist. Triple H is more than just one of WWE's all-time greats. He's the strategic mind behind the company's powerful evolution in the modern era. During his in-ring career, he earned the nickname the Cerebral Assassin for his calculated, methodical approach and his refusal to act without a plan. But his intelligence went far beyond reading opponents or manipulating crowd reactions. It became even more evident once he stepped into a leadership role behind the scenes. As WWE's chief content officer, Triple H isn't merely approving scripts or making short-term calls. He's the architect of long-term vision, reshaping the entire product in a way that preserves WWE's identity while aligning it with global entertainment trends. From reinventing character development and event structure to elevating match quality, nearly every aspect of today's WWE bears the mark of his sharp strategic thinking and wide-angle perspective. One of his standout qualities is his ability to scout and develop new talent. Triple H was the driving force behind turning NXT into a vital developmental platform, a place where up-and-coming wrestlers could sharpen their skills, build resilience, and gradually prepare for the main roster spotlight. He didn't just recognize potential. He knew how to create the right environment for rising stars to shine at the right time and place. His long-term vision, managerial skill, and deep understanding of both the business and creative sides of wrestling have made Triple H one of the most influential minds in WWE history. He's guided the company through uncertain periods and laid down a foundation that's both sustainable and forward-thinking, something few former wrestlers have ever managed to do at this level. 7. John Cena, a multi-platform powerhouse, symbol of intelligence and discipline. John Cena isn't just a familiar face in the WWE ring. He's a global icon of resilience, intellect, and versatility across every field he touches. Beneath the chiseled physique and the signature, "Never give up" mantra lies a sharp, calculated mind that consistently positions itself in the right place at the right time. Graduating with a bachelor's degree in exercise and physiology, Cena isn't just built for performance. He understands the science behind it. That knowledge has allowed him to sustain a grueling in-ring career for years with remarkably few serious injuries. But what truly sets him apart is the intelligence he's shown in crafting and managing his personal brand, both inside and beyond the world of wrestling. Cena is one of the rare WWE superstars to break into Hollywood without losing his identity. He didn't need to reinvent himself or drastically change his image. Instead, he cleverly brought elements of his wrestling persona, discipline, humor, and relentless positivity into every role he's taken on. Whether in action films, comedies, or hosting gigs, Cena stands out thanks to his adaptability and sharp sense of media strategy. Outside the spotlight, he's also deeply involved in charity work. He holds the record for the most wishes granted through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, a testament to how deeply he understands the power of using his public image to promote genuine, uplifting values. And it doesn't stop there. Cena's ability to communicate in multiple languages, from Mandarin to Italian, shows his dedication to learning and global connection, underscoring a mindset that is constantly evolving and expanding. John Cena is proof that true intelligence doesn't need to shout. He doesn't have to talk about how smart he is. His actions, achievements, and the way he carries himself speak volumes. 8. Michelle Mcool, from teacher to diva champion with sharp intelligence. Michelle Mcool stands out as one of WWE's most remarkable women, not just because of her in-ring accomplishments, but because of her intelligence and strategic approach to her career. Before stepping into the squared circle, Mcool earned a master's degree in education from the University of Florida and worked as a teacher. It's not the typical path to professional wrestling, but her strong academic background and clear vision helped her rise to become one of WWE's most respected divas. With an advanced degree in education, Michelle possessed not only the ability to learn quickly, but also one of the most vital skills in wrestling: communication. She understood the importance of preparation, self-development, and studying her craft, qualities that gave her an edge both in and out of the ring. She wasn't just a competitor, she was a trailblazer, helping to redefine what women in wrestling could be, emphasizing skill, professionalism, and presence over mere appearance. Upon entering WWE, Mcool wasted no time making an impact. She eventually became the first-ever WWE Diva Champion, cementing her legacy in the company's history. But her intelligence shone far beyond championship gold. It was in the way she built her persona, managed her image, and approached each match with a blend of physicality and tactical awareness. Her matches weren't just athletic displays, they were well-thought-out performances designed to captivate and impress. Michelle also showed wisdom in how she handled backstage dynamics and relationships. She was known for navigating WWE's complex environment with grace, always finding ways to highlight her strengths and make smart career moves. From classroom to championship, Michelle Mcool proved that intelligence isn't just about book smarts, it's about knowing how to adapt, grow, and seize every opportunity to succeed. 9. The Rock, a multifaceted icon with one of WWE's sharpest minds. The Rock isn't just a name synonymous with WWE's golden era, he's the ultimate embodiment of the modern man. Strong, charismatic, fearless, and above all, incredibly smart. Dwayne Johnson has shown that intelligence doesn't always come from academic degrees. It can shine through the way you build a career, craft a personal brand, and masterfully conquer every field you enter. From the moment he stepped into WWE, The Rock demonstrated a sharp, strategic mind. He knew exactly how to leverage his strengths, his gift of gab, quick wit, and deep understanding of crowd psychology. It wasn't just about putting on a great match. Every time he grabbed a microphone, he created unforgettable moments with catchphrases that were witty, powerful, and impossible to ignore. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a natural-born storyteller who left an indelible mark on the audience in a way only he could. After leaving the ring, Johnson didn't fade into the background. Instead, he stepped onto an even bigger stage, Hollywood. And he didn't just dabble, he dominated. His rise was fueled by a disciplined work ethic, a brilliant sense of media management, and a strategic eye for roles that aligned with his image. He didn't just act in blockbusters, he became one. But he didn't stop there. The Rock built an empire through ventures in business, fashion, fitness, and even nutrition. Every move he made was calculated, turning his name into a full-fledged lifestyle brand where every detail was designed for success. From championship belts to box office hits, Dwayne Johnson is living proof of a rare, well-rounded intelligence, the kind that allows you not only to do it all, but to make each thing you touch a triumph. 10. Dolph Ziggler, a sharp mind behind the humor and high-speed action. Dolph Ziggler is often recognized for his explosive in-ring speed, crisp technical skills, and some of the most polished bumps in WWE history. But behind the fiery performances and occasionally reckless attitude lies a surprisingly sharp, adaptable, and deeply thoughtful mind. He's not just a standout athlete, he's an educated, independently minded professional who has carved out his own unique path in the industry. Ziggler graduated with honors in political science, something many wouldn't expect from a superstar known for electrifying crowds. That academic background equipped him with critical thinking, analytical skills, and the insight to strategically shape his persona. Even when he wasn't at the top of the card, Ziggler always found ways to stand out, whether playing the cocky heel, the underdog hero, or the comedic relief. His ability to stay relevant in a fast-paced, ever-changing environment speaks volumes about his intelligence. One of Ziggler's greatest strengths is adaptability. He can slide seamlessly into any storyline, elevate younger talent, or raise the stakes in a major rivalry, all while maintaining his own presence. That kind of versatility only comes from someone who truly understands audience psychology and the dynamics of performance. Outside of wrestling, Ziggler has ventured into stand-up comedy, a craft that demands quick wit, timing, and natural charisma. He's also a frequent contributor to commentary and analysis, where his communication skills and strategic perspective shine even more. Dolph Ziggler isn't loud or overly flashy when it comes to showcasing his intellect. But he's the kind of smart that's always there when it counts, the quiet, effective intelligence that delivers consistently and exceeds expectations. He's a prime example of how foundational smarts, when paired with versatility and timing, can create lasting impact in and out of the ring. Who impressed you the most on this list? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting videos from Wrestling Sphere. See you next time.